How to pray when you feel like you can't. When the darkness closes in, your heart is heavy, and you feel completely alone, that's when you need God the most. These are the ways I turn to God in prayer when I don't have the strength to pray myself. The first thing I do is I put on praise and worship music. Praise and worship music lifts the heaviness from my heart, the heaviness from the room, and that's me praying. When I'm praising the Lord, it's me crying out in my lowest moments. When I was navigating my son's regression and diagnosis with autism, I had such low moments. I remember shuttling him from appointment to appointment, therapy to therapy, and seeing no progress in him, just watching him disappear before my very eyes and feeling so scared for what the future held. There was a song that I would play in the car called The Story I'll Tell, and it's all about being in a dark moment, being in a moment where everything seems like it's not working out, and knowing that you're going to tell a story of God's triumph. One of the lines is, "My God did not fail, that's the story I'll tell." I needed to be reminded that there was going to be a good life at the other side of this. No matter what the future held for my son, I needed to know that there was going to be a season where I wasn't so desperately sad and scared, that there was going to be victory over this situation, no matter what victory looked like.
The second thing I would do is I would always pray the rosary. Praying the rosary has absolutely transformed my life. But sometimes I felt so low, I felt like I couldn't pray the rosary myself. I created pray along videos on my YouTube channel where you can pray the rosary with me. I actually have a bunch of different prayers that you can pray along, including the Rosary Novena. I still actually listen to them most mornings because it's very easy to get distracted when you have two toddlers like me. Having a pray along prayer aid really helps me. My third tip is to ask friends and family to pray for you. It is so important to have faithful friends in your life that love the Lord and are praying for you. You need the prayers. Sometimes it can feel very uncomfortable to ask other people to pray for you, but if they're praying people, they'd be happy to. I love praying for other people. It is the honor of my life, genuinely. Like, it means the world to me to be able to pray for other people and lift them up spiritually, because I know the power of prayer. So if you need someone to pray for you, you can always DM me or you can comment on this video and I will pray for you. My fourth tip is to go to confession. It is so important to go to confession. If your soul is feeling so heavy that you feel like you can't pray, I do believe there is an oppression, a demonic spirit that wants us to believe that a situation is so desperate that God can't reach us in it. But that is not true. God is the Lord of all. He is the creator of all, and he can fix any situation. Do not be afraid to turn to the Lord. But if you feel it is too hard to turn to the Lord, and this is something that's going on for a long time, go to confession and go to confession regularly, especially if you're struggling with habitual sin. We are not meant to be going through these things alone. There is a reason we have the sacrament of confession. I try to go to confession at least once a month. There is never too many times to go to confession. Follow Little Girl Rise for more tips on how to live a Christ-centered life.